Patriots corner Jalen Mills joins us on this Patriots Friday. Jalen, good morning.
Man, good morning, man. How are you guys?
We're good. Before we get to the serious stuff, we know that Halloween is on Monday. I know that Randy, you're already chuckling, so there's something going on. Do you have a costume? What's going on? What can you tell us? Because we're actually going to be at Gillette Stadium on Monday doing our show, so we can't dress up in our costumes, so we did it today.
Right. Man, I haven't decided yet.
Yet? Ooh. So you have multiple choices.
Yeah, and it also includes if I want to, sit on my porch, get in a costume, hold out a bowl of candy, and just scare every kid that comes knocking on the door. But I haven't decided yet. Like I said, I don't know if I want to get them or I'm gonna let them make it yet. So we're gonna see.
All right, 2 follow-up, very important questions. What is your favorite candy, and do you have a favorite horror movie?
Yeah, I love sour straws. When I do eat candy, I like to eat sour straws. And favorite horror movie, I don't think it's just one specifically, but I am a very, very big Freddy Krueger fan. I actually have my whole leg is covered with. I have Chucky, I have Jason, I have Michael Myers, I have Pennywise, I have Freddy Krueger. So I have a whole leg tattoo sleeve of nothing but horror characters, man. So I love Halloween.
Holy smokes, that's fantastic. So which was the first one you that you got, and then how quickly did you fill that out and get the rest of them?
Yeah, it was kind of, I got 3 at the same time. I got Michael Myers, Jason, and Chucky all at the same time. But I think the first one that actually stuck was Chucky. Chucky was the first one who actually got done. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Wow. Now, was the defensive film against the Bears a horror movie when you sat there on Tuesday?
That's an outs question right there for sure. But yeah, man, it definitely wasn't up to our par for sure.
Now, Jalen, I know you're on the defensive side of this whole thing, but what's been your takeaway from all the discussion about the use of quarterbacks? You guys, Mac Jones, and he gets hurt, and you see Bailey Zappi, then there's kind of a back and forth, and then we see both of them on Monday night. But just from the other side of the ball, what has been your take on that?
Really, when it comes down to that, I just kind of put it in this perspective of, because I've been a part of that before on my former team as far as quarterback situation, guys getting hurt, different things like that. I think it's just more about focusing on, the details of the defense only. Because at the end of the day, whoever does start at quarterback, whoever's in at quarterback, it really doesn't matter as long as, us as a defense, we're doing our job, we're getting off the field, and we're giving the offense multiple opportunities to put points on the board, whether that's 7 points or 3 points.
What did you learn the first time around being in a situation like this where they were juggling quarterbacks?
Yeah, I had some great veterans around me. I know you guys heard me say that a couple times, to where I was questioning, like, man, who's going to be our quarterback? What's going on with this and that? And then I had Malcom Jenkins, who was a great leader for a long time when I was there, and he kind of just, set me down and said, look, you know what I'm saying, like, when it comes to a situation like this, like I say, like, if they don't score, they don't win. And that's the only thing that you need to focus on. So I did have like a little moment when I was younger where I did ask a couple guys, and like I said, I had a stern veteran just tell me, like, it really doesn't matter.
What can you tell us about the New York Jets when you watch them? Obviously, out to a good start at 5-2. They got a good rookie receiver in Garrett Wilson, a veteran guy in Corey Davis. But what jumps out to you about the Jets?
Yeah, man, they're playing disciplined ball, man. They're running the ball well, and when you're talking about, Zach Wilson, he is a guy who we all knew, coming out last year. He had a rocket for an arm. He's a guy who's scrambling, down the field, where last year he was looking to make plays downfield with his arm, but he was kind of taking off a little bit too. Now, you see he's a little bit more comfortable in that scheme to where he's scrambling and he's looking to throw. He's pushing it all the way till he gets, an inch, out from the line, from the out of bounds, to where he's still looking down the field till eventually he takes off or he goes out of bounds. So I think it's us as a secondary and as a defense. That plaster rule goes into effect down the field because whether he's rolling left or rolling right, he can still throw the ball down the field 50, 60 yards with a flick of the wrist.
Jalen, I know that you dealt with Lamar Jackson earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Zach
Mm-hmm.
Wilson. The Bears put in a little more running with Justin Fields last week than maybe they had in the past. Is there anything that stands out in terms of the Jets' quarterback run game that you guys at the second and third level, really the guys in the secondary, are able to help with? Is there anything that stands out about the Zach Wilson quarterback runs?
Yeah, they don't do too many of them. He is athletic enough to where if he is running a zone read or different things like that, he is athletic enough to get to the edge if we don't set the edge and if we let him. So we do always have to be aware of that. But when you're talking about Lamar Jackson and Justin Fields compared to Wilson, two totally different type of quarterbacks and two totally different schemes. But we have to be aware of that because it has hurt us, 2 times, this year for sure.
And Jalen, last thing for you. I know that there's been the Mac Jones at 85, 90%. There's all snap percentages and things like that people are trying to count. How are you? We know you were dinged up. Would you like to put a percentage on where you're at in terms of your health going into the Jets game?
Yeah, I feel fine, man. I feel ready to go. Go out there and not gonna put a percentage on anything like that, but I feel healthy, no problems here. I'm ready to go.
Oh, and also congrats on the LSU upset win over Ole Miss. Really took it to them last weekend. That was good.
Man, I love it because a lot of guys in the locker room talking about LSU in the past couple of years after winning the national championship. So I was able to come in the locker room and talk a little trash. Man, I love it.
There you go. About you, it was your time. Well, Jalen Mills, congratulations, and hopefully you go as I don't know if you could dress up as General Mills for Halloween or if there's any sort of cereal working in there. But thank you, friend. We appreciate it. We'll catch you next week. Thank you.
Man, thank you guys, man.
There goes Jalen Mills.